Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back with another video, and now before this gets into the video, I do want to say that my computer kind of crapped itself the other day, so this is going to be a much different video production wise, because now I'm on a 5-year-old Xbox. I don't know, I'm on the Xbox One X from 2018, the one I played Black Ops 4 on, to just give you an idea of how old it is. So the gameplay is going to be a little rough because it's just Xbox and not PC. And also, no PC means no more proper microphones. So I'm testing out a couple microphones now to see how it works, but until we get the PC up and running, don't expect the most top tier quality videos out of me, because that just isn't plausible anymore, because now I have to do this off my laptop. But regardless, today I want to talk about Warzone, Warzone 3, Warzone 2.5, I don't know what it is called. I'm pretty sure it's just called Warzone, but you never know anymore. So we had Warzone 1 back in 2020, then we had Cold War Warzone, and then Warzone Caldera, and then Warzone 2, and now we're on Warzone. It's just Call of Duty, and their naming stuff is a nightmare. So talking about this new Warzone, I want to start off by saying that this is a good Warzone, and I will not let anyone take that away from me. Yes, it has its issues. Yes, it's still not exactly my forte and something I want to play 24/7, but the thing about it is that I enjoyed playing it, and I know it's a good Warzone if I enjoyed playing it, because if you've ever listened to any of my videos, you know I'm not a Warzone guy, and B, the fact that I could play it on a 5-year-old Xbox that is barely getting 60 FPS, it barely loads in any of the map, and also looks like complete trash. If I'm having fun on that, then you know the game's pretty enjoyable. Now, don't get me wrong, just because I say it's fun doesn't mean it's great, okay? I want to start off with the map, the main thing everyone's on. So there's a couple maps in this game right now. The main one, I'm pretty sure it's called Urzikstan? I'm not entirely sure. Basically, to me, it just looks like a reimagined Al Mazrah, which I believe was a Warzone 2. Now, if you don't know, Warzone 2, last year's Warzone, I played a singular game on it, and I got demolished by the Juggernog in the Gulag, and I was like, alright, I'm never playing this again. This sucked. The mechanics were bad, gunplay was bad. It was just bad. So this game, it's a step up in the right direction. And the map is something I think could be better and should be better. It feels, like I just said, like a reimagined Al Mazrah. It feels almost identical. Obviously, I know it's not the same, and it's not really that much of a comparison because I didn't play Warzone 2 at all. So it's might be hypocritical of me to say, but just to me personally, from someone on the outside, it looks the same, it kind of feels the same, and honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of it, just because of its layout and its like theme and aesthetic, because I mean, I'm gonna be real here, it's like a very stereotypical Middle Eastern map, and it's just like, I feel like I've seen that so much throughout COD recently. It's just like, I don't want this, because if you think about it, we went from 2020 Verdansk to 1980 something Verdansk, which was, you know, it was alright because it's the same map but like different era. But then after that we went to Caldera, which, don't get me wrong, Caldera was just plain a bad map. I did not enjoy that map that much. Only thing that really went for that was that Vanguard mechanics were pretty good. But Caldera, the reason I enjoyed that map more than these maps is because it was vastly different than Verdansk. It just felt like something new. It wasn't the same, and it just felt new, versus going from Al Mazrah to this map is just like, alright, I'm basically playing the same thing, and like, it feels the same, it looks the same, give me something else, please. And not to say, because there are two other maps. You have the small maps, you have, one's called Vlandel, I believe, and the other one is Ashika Island. They're both small maps. One's the Japanese map, and then the other is just kind of like, it looks like Hogwarts, honestly. And those maps I had a lot more fun on, but I also know those are Modern Warfare 2 maps technically, so it's just kind of like whatever. Looking at the main new map, Urzikstan, it's not that great. I think it could be better, and I do know they're bringing back the old maps here in the coming future, so I'm glad for that, because A, Rebirth is gas, and B, I mean, I was never the biggest fan of Verdansk, but honestly, it's probably the best thing they had going for them, and you could bank off nostalgia. I mean, just look at Fortnite. Granted, the Fortnite OG map was just good, but regardless, I feel like Verdansk is better than like the last several maps they've put out, so I'm glad that's happening. Not the biggest fan of the new maps, but other than that, the mechanics of this game are great. It feels like I'm fast, I can shoot, and the time to kill is a reasonable time. It's just plain good. I'm moving quick versus Warzone 2. I was super slow in that game. The time to kill isn't too fast. Warzone 2, it's just right. It feels like Warzone again, and honestly, I'm not mad at this. I think they really knocked it out of the park with the movement and the gunplay in this game. Obviously, if you're using some like Modern Warfare 2 guns, it's not the greatest, but just use Modern Warfare 3 guns. Bam, problem solved. And they're basically the same thing, so that's gas, what they have going for them. Gameplay mechanics, all that is good. Also, I think this is probably the best Warzone we've seen since probably, I would say, Cold War. And now I put like a little parenthesis in that because Cold War, it was a good Warzone experience. It was probably what I had the most fun on, but it also had some disgustingly broken metas in that game. I mean, I know y'all remember the MAC-10 and the FFAR. I'm pretty sure it was that. That meta was gross, and it's just disgusting how that was, but just mechanics wise, that game really had it. And honestly, late Modern Warfare 19 has some pretty good Warzone too. I don't want to admit it, but I'm gonna admit it. But regardless, this is the best Warzone we've seen in several years, and that means I might actually play the game because A, again, I've had a little bit of fun on it, and B, it wasn't trash like the past 2 years of Warzone. So looking at Warzone so far, just from my first initial review on the new mode, or I guess the new expanded on, I don't even know what you call this, the new Warzone. Looking at my views on the new Warzone, they knocked it out of the park right now. Really, my only gripe with it is A, the map is pretty bad. B, one thing I didn't mention is that you have a stupid amount of plates. I mean, there's times where I had like 15 plates stowed. I don't need that many plates. I'm sorry, I don't need that many plates. Just give me, I feel like 5 was a good. It makes it challenging, it makes it where you have to be kind of strategic with your plates as well, versus like 15 is just like you get shot, go run behind the wall, heal up, or plate up, peek again, and just do that 15 times. It's like, alright, that's kind of boring, not that much skill to it. It kind of lowers the skill gap, but honestly, that's fine with me. What else they have? The buy station's pretty good. A little bit was kind of confusing because A, I didn't play Warzone 2 and it's very different from the original Warzone, but take a look for 2 seconds and you're straight. Play the game for 2 seconds and you'll be straight. So overall, it's just looking good. Think of it like this. Yes, I do play COD and I am a COD kid, but I'm not a Warzone kid. So this might look stupid if you're like a veteran Warzone player. You're like, this kid doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And A, that's kind of right because again, I haven't really played Warzone at all in the past. Would it be 4 years now, or I guess 3 years because it came in 2020, but this Warzone I enjoyed, and I think they did something really well with it. Obviously, I think the map is going to need some work, but all of it's pretty good. The redeploy is pretty good. The movement, again, is good. Gameplay is just overall great. I think it's good. Let me know, though, what you guys think of this new Warzone, if you're liking it or hating it. Let me know about anything you think of it. Other than that, though, I hope to see you guys later. Hopefully videos will stay up because again, I don't know how exactly this is going to go down with the new kind of janky setup I'm on, but we should be fine. Other than that though, I hope you have a great day. See ya.